Nick Fury more badass too. Like, he owned that action scene. Like, occasionally you get, oh, Nick Fury shooting a gun here and there and like all these other Marvel films. But they gave him a full-on scene was just with him kicking ass. Like, they took these characters that usually feel like cameos or something like that, or they're throwing in an Avengers thing, but they just made them part of this world, part of this story. S.H.I.E.L.D., for example. It wasn't like, oh, S.H.I.E.L.D., Avengers, oh my god. It was like, it was just the world, you know? Yeah. It fit. The elevator scene was so fun. Like, watching it again, I'm like, this fight is just so cool. He doesn't even use his shield.
What would Captain America do in close quarters?
Yeah, exactly. And
with
it's
too many people.
Yeah, and it's such a small space. And that's what I mean, like, when that action scene comes in, it's intense, like, and it's smart, because Captain America's like, this guy's sweating a lot. This guy kind of has his fingers against the gun right now. He's putting it together, and he's like, yo, I know what's up, guys.
He's
ready to dance. And when that comes in, it's like, it makes sense, because you're, at that point in the movie, you're like, why the fuck do all these people attack Nick Fury? Now, why is everyone in S.H.I.E.L.D. trying to kill Captain America?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's intense, and it's thrilling. It's a mystery. Like, I really dug this film a lot. It's different than any of the other Marvel films I've ever seen. It's very different.
I wondered if they had maybe actually killed Nick Fury this time.
Yeah, I did too.
You know, they committed enough to that where I was like, maybe he's dead.
He's gone for a large part of the movie, and you're like, a lot of this movie is based off the fact that he's dead. Actually, the whole time I was thinking, like, is this how he died in the comics? Is this gonna piss off fans? I even thought at one point Black Widow was gonna die when she was going up against the Winter Soldier, like on the freeway and stuff. And, like, the way they were doing that, I was like, is she gonna die? Is that
gearing up for death?
Yeah. And then she got shot, and I went, oh, I really like the romantic tease they got going on with Captain America and Black Widow. They don't go all out. It doesn't get to that point where they're like, I love you, and then they have a big kiss before some crazy finale or some shit. That little public display of affection scenes they had, that was really cute, and how she's always like, go after someone else because she's pushing away the guy she likes. It's a psychological thing.
They don't really fit together, but you get a glimpse of what it could be like if they maybe did.
Well, there's like, they understand and care about each other.
Yeah, so like, that's cool. I like that.
You know, Scarlett Johansson, you know, Black Widow this time was able to expose herself, and even though you kind of don't really get details, you're still like, well, KGB, she was a bad bitch at one point, now she works for America. Yeah, sexy, probably got a good badge.
I just like that the adjective is good as opposed to like nice or cute.
What? Cute? Have you ever seen a vagina and went, that is cute? Minor complaint. Not really a complaint. Yeah, it's not a complaint at all. I take that back. It's not a complaint. The Winter Soldier character, fucking the internet and everyone in the world, like, was like, it's Bucky, it's Bucky, you know? And they reveal it as such a late twist in the film that it was like, they probably should have just told us up front or something like that. Or a little bit earlier on.
It makes sense.
It makes sense for
the story.
Yeah, with Captain America and stuff.
It's one of those things where it's like, some of us might know, but it makes more sense to the story to put it out there when they did.
I feel like you could have explored the character more if we knew earlier that it was Bucky, though.
Yeah, but that's not the point of the movie.
I know it's not the point. I'm just saying we get a lot of character exploration, and I thought it would have been cool to see that. If you don't agree with me, you can go walk out that door. Because you're not entitled to your own opinion. Yeah, and I like that finale between the two where he's like, I'm not going to fight you, even though he just kicked his ass, but he had to at the time. He just starts wailing on the Captain America's face. And that was painful, too. I was like, I like the whole, like, museum thing, appreciating Captain America.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was really neat, you know? I'm like, this is, and, you know, Captain America has his little charm when, like, one kid's looking at him, and then he, like, tells him, shut your fucking mouth, kid. No, he's...
Steve Rogers is very dark.
Yeah. He hates children and never wants one. You know, they acknowledged to bring up the sexual commentary about, like, his life in a way. Because he's like, was that the last kiss you had? And it was, like, the last kiss he's had. And even though he says it wasn't, that was, like, the last one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that was...
And so it makes you go, he hasn't had sex in forever. Has he ever had sex? Like, in the first one, think about it. He was, like, the short, skinny guy who got his ass
like a shrimp, I think you would go with.
Then he gets buff, and he doesn't hook up with anyone. And then now it's like he gets frozen for 100 years. His sperm count is probably really good because of all the ice. And then he probably has to jack off a lot. My mind went down this path when I was watching this scene.
He seems like the type who would want to court a girl.
He might be a virgin, though. A 95-year-old virgin. Good for him. He's gonna go to heaven. You know what I like too about this movie? What they did with Peggy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Like you get the old footage of her and then it's the same actress. Was this? It was a different actress, right? When she was like an old person though.
Yeah, no,
I'm talking about when they showed the footage of her. That was
they got who was it? Hayley Atwell. They got her to do the old footage. They definitely hired a different actress to be older her.
That was so fucking neat.
Yeah.
I love that scene with her, with like old Peggy and Captain America. Yeah, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like last time I saw you, you were a fine piece of ass. Now you're old and wrinkly. I don't know.
That's exactly what.
That's what was going through Captain America's mind.
That's how he talks.
He was just really horny when he met up with her. I just think he's really sex deprived.
I mean, he probably is, but I don't think he thinks that way.
That's why he's always so tense. She got to live her life and everything, and that moment where I guess she has like amnesia or dementia, maybe.
Alzheimer's?
That's what it's called. Did I say amnesia? Alzheimer's? I work at a doctor's office and I didn't get it. Yeah. When she forgets who she's talking to and she's like sees Captain America again, it's like she's still in love with this guy, you know?
Yeah,
it's a really heartbreaking moment. It kind of thought of like when the old lady from Titanic, if she were to see Jack.
Jacked in America.
Jacked in America. Jack in the
Robin Williams.
box. That was a great movie. He's like 40, but really he's like 5 years old or something.
He's got that thing where you age way too quick or whatever.
Yeah, that was funny. He falls in love with his teacher. She doesn't love him back. It's actually not funny at all when it happens.
That's
pretty
fucked up.
He kind of has like
That
a heart
doesn't
attack
sound
or something.
funny.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's a PG-13 comedy that went down a very dark path. This is a fun, lighthearted comedy. And all of a sudden, Jack's having a heart attack. So yeah, some reasons to see. You ready for this shit? It's gonna be a long list. Number 1, gotta love Captain America.
Are we including Chris Evans in that?
Of course.
For number 2, I'm gonna say my boy Anthony Mackie. I love that guy.
Anthony Mackie, he was
badass.
the shit.
Yeah.
He was the shit. 3, Scarlett Johansson / Scarlett Johansson's ass. Get the
/ Black Widow.
/ Black Widow. What would you say number 4 is, Jer Bear?
Number 4, oh man, Nick Fury's tombstone.
/ Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Did you know his actual name is Nicholas Furious? So my name be Nicholas and my last name be Furious. Too fast. Too furious. That's Nick Fury's favorite movie.
No, his favorite movie is Liar Liar. Because he doesn't know who to trust.
5, action and visual effects. These are no serious order, you know, what is this shit? 6?
6 is, the story.
Yeah, writing and directing.
Tone, you know, that sort of political thriller thing they got going on.
They got it down pretty well. 7.
7?
I'd have to say the score. Good music.
8, the post-credits sting.
Oh yeah. Good post-credits thing.
Yeah,
and mid-credit stuff too. Alright guys, thanks for checking out us talking about Captain America the Winter Soldier. Why don't you go ahead, you scroll that comment box below and tell us if you saw the movie, what's your favorite scene? If you haven't seen the movie,
why did you watch to this point?
yeah.
And then once you're done with all that stuff, come over here and click on stuff to episodes of Reasons to See.
It's right here, Jerry.
Right here for more episodes of Reasons to See.
And last but not least, if you want to get updated every time one of our videos are out, subscribe. I want that shield, man. You know who I would fuck up with that shield? A pimp, like a real pimp. Be like, you shouldn't be doing that to women, unless I like his hookers.
So you're only gonna beat up the pimp who
has ugly hookers?
Yeah, you're like, I don't particularly care about these women, but fuck you anyway.
Yeah. How weird must it be to have sex with a prostitute?